Yo, what's going on guys? It's Coda, and today I want to turn my Minecraft experience upside down. Okay, not really, but we are going to start our very first hardcore Minecraft series. Day 1 is arguably the most important day in your world. We need to do the basics. Gathering wood, making tools, collecting stone, upgrading those wooden tools to stone tools, and then hunting down innocent animals for our own benefit. Now that we have the basics, I decided to go explore because we still needed to find an area to call home. Luckily for us, there were villages on the way, and let's just say they were completely fine with sharing all the resources they had, including their soul protector. Okay, maybe that was too much. Yeah, anyway, so I stole my first bed from the village, and that essentially sums up my first day. Now that we've made it through day 1 successfully, I think it's time to gather iron and coal. We have a lot of traveling ahead of us, and I want to be well equipped for the journey. By finding a windswept hills biome, we're going to be avoiding caving altogether, because I really don't want to deal with skeletons or baby zombies at the moment. Let's go ahead and craft up a chest plate, a helmet, and a shield. Now, the journey can begin. I set up shop in the local village because there's a few things that we need to do. I have big plans for you gentlemen, but those are gonna have to wait. Step 1, farming. Setting up crop farms will be crucial for us avoiding the caves and acquiring diamond armor and tools. I collected a bunch of steak on the way here, so these crops will only be used for trading. My main source for emeralds is gonna consist of bamboo to the Fletcher villagers and pumpkins to the farmer villagers. Let's make some farms. What's this dude looking at? Get away from me. You're lucky there's an iron golem. Okay, step 2. Villager breeder. Oh, I shot the villager. Yeah, so I really don't know how to explain myself here. I want to say that this isn't going to be a common theme for the series, but I mean it is. And you'll see that all the negativity towards these guys catches up with me eventually. No, bro, y'all don't need to go in here. Stop. You're like my cat, bro. Wherever I am, you want to go. Stop. That's enough, gentlemen. I need you to breed. It's not going to look nice, but it's going to work. What is going on over here, bro? 3 villagers. We could build the iron farm right here. And that's exactly what we did. Disclaimer, it did not work. Where'd he go? What are you doing, bro? Ow. Yes. Unk is enjoying his last time seeing the sun. Yeah, yo, he looked over at the edge too. That was crazy. He looked over at it, bro, inside in Villager. I feel kind of bad now, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. Gentlemen. Yes, sorry to interrupt. I have big plans for you guys, okay? I need you to be terrified of what I'm about to put in here. And I need you to spawn iron golems up the wazoo for me. Because I need iron, okay? Okay, so I'm going to have to spawn proof all of this, I think. Yeah, do you remember how I said it was broken? That's because I built it way too close to a village. And this proceeds the entire time we have this farm. Also, ignore what I'm doing. Bro, what? How did you... Go in the lava, bro. I don't even know how that happened. Where did you come from? What pit did you crawl out of, buddy? Yo, get away from me, you freak. What are you doing? I'm a failure. I'm actually a failure. I didn't even build enough. Now that we have all the farms set up, it's time for us to set up our villager trading hall. This one's just going to be for quick access to trades. I plan on building a much nicer one later on. Alright, now that we got our little sweatshop, villager trading hall, we should probably add some villagers to it. So I'm gonna come to regret this decision, but I really didn't like the way that this guy stole the iron buckets from me when I traded him the lava for emeralds. And you're gonna see how I react to it, but it wasn't a smart move. So let's just forget that that ever happened. You saw nothing. Okay, now that the villagers have been officially reprimanded, I think it's time we go collect our crops. Okay. We're cooking, dude. Look at this. Why are you shaking your head at me, bro? These are your prices. So do you guys remember that villager that we had fired a few minutes ago? Well, yeah, it turns out he was a lot more important than I had originally thought. I low-key want those feather falling boots. Wait. Which one of you guys had it? No! No! I burned him! Okay, not my best moment. On the bright side, we were able to buy all the diamond enchanted armor that we need to take on the dragon. Yo! Let's go! Full diamond and hardcore Minecraft on day 2? Thank you guys so much for watching this far. Like and subscribe to stay up to date on the world because making content like this takes a very long time and I would greatly appreciate the support. Also, if you're interested, tune in over on Twitch. Everything that you've seen so far has been from the past few live streams. Comment down below any build recommendations or future ideas. Anyway, let's get back to the video. We still need obsidian for a nether portal and an enchantment table. There's still a couple enchantments I want to get, like Feather Falling 4, and then I just want to enchant some tools and maybe some armor just to see what we get. But we don't have too much XP, so we can only enchant a couple times. There's the nether portal done. And now we're looking for shipwrecks because I still don't want to go into the caves and deal with creepers. So right now we're going to try to find diamonds for this enchantment table. Oh, there's one right there. No diamond. Alright, that's not good. Not a good start. Ooh, we got the coastal armor trim. Okay, so after about 20 minutes of searching shipwrecks, I couldn't find diamonds, but I did find a buried treasure map, which finally led us to the 2 diamonds that we needed for this enchantment table. Nice. Yeah, so I'm just slowly coming to the realization that this iron farm is the worst one I have ever built in my life. Okay? It just doesn't work, and I don't feel bad for these guys anymore. But it does almost lead to our death. Roll the clip. Oh! Yo. 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 Oh my gosh, bro. That was so close, dude. My heart is racing. We almost lost the whole world, bro. Holy crap. Okay, let's craft up some books. Then let's craft up some bookshelves. And last but not least, the enchantment table. So after wandering around the nether for a while, I finally found a fortress. It was about 500 blocks away from where I spawned in at. And here we ended up getting our ender pearls and our blaze rods. Wait, I don't want to accidentally... We're cooked. I did not mean to hit that guy, bro. Okay, so we dodged a pretty massive bullet right there, but thanks to my quick thinking, I was able to box myself in, and at least we get some gold now. I've had way too many bad experiences with Blaze in regular Minecraft, so I couldn't imagine dealing with them for real and hardcore. So I just built a wall and shot them through a hole. Nothing good. Please. Please, bro. Ooh, what is that? Water bottle? Dude, come on. How'd you even get this in the nether, bro? You don't have this stuff here. It's a black market material right here. So trading with the piglins is probably the most frustrating thing in the world. So I decided to take care of some business. But we got what we needed, so let's go fight the dragon. I'm gonna craft up a few more of these. And just like that, it's time to hit the road. After hours and hours of blood, sweat, and tears overcoming the overworld and the Nether, it's time for us to overcome our biggest obstacle yet, the end. I'm missing. Bro, how are you supposed to hit these things? Slow falling is clutch, bro. We did it! Ladies and gentlemen, we did it! Now let's collect our reward. My first time ever defeating the dragon in hardcore Minecraft, dude. And we got the egg for our troubles. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be completely honest here. I didn't see one single end city in sight, and I even turned on the mod Distant Horizons. So I had a render distance of 256 and still couldn't see one. So we just bridged until we eventually found one. Look at that thing. It's massive, bro. Look at the size of that one. I don't think there's a ship, though. You're right. Dude, I can't believe that didn't have a ship. That's actually crazy, dude. But there is a ship over here. So I decided against boring you guys with me raiding the end city. This is how I killed a lot of the shulkers, mainly because I didn't want to levitate and then fall to my death. That was my biggest thing, because we did use all of our slow falling potions during the dragon fight. So yeah, we just cleared out the end city, and then we got the elytra. We got it, dude. Let's go.